Hi everyone, and thank you for watching this video. You know, I've spent decades of my life quietly drowning in a belief that life was happening to me. I'm Ruth Abraham, and I love everything thought work and having compassion and communication. I grew up in a strict Asian household where we didn't really say I love you much. I was a shy kid, the kind who got overlooked, dismissed, and even taken advantage of. I have been divorced from a man who was verbally abusive. I lost both parents within 4 days of each other. And I even was laid off from a job that I thought would last a long time. So I know what it's like to be completely lost. For years, I lived in a state of victimhood, always asking, why me? I blamed my upbringing, my ex-husband, my bosses, even the universe. I walked around with a heavy heart, feeling like life has been deeply unfair to me. But eventually, through a lot of work and support, I realized something powerful. Your traumas are real. They are valid, but they are not your identity. The longer you stay stuck in them, the longer you will stay in the same painful cycle. That's the truth, and no one wants to hear it, but it's the truth that will set you free. You can't keep saying, this is who I am because of what happened to me. Everyone has a story. But some of us have chapters that are more painful than others, but what matters is how you choose to write the next chapter. Some people use their pain as a lifelong excuse, perhaps because it's comfortable, or maybe because they don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. Whereas others use it as fuel to become something greater than they ever thought possible. So which one do you want to be? If you're ready to become the hero of your own story, stick around to the end of this video, because I'm going to walk you through how to recognize victim mentality, the mindset shifts that you need to go from victim to warrior, and some practical homework that you can start making changes right now. First, recognizing victim mentality. The first sign is that you blame other people for where you're at in your life. You say things like, my parents didn't love me right, my ex hurt me, or my boss never valued me. I remember saying all of those things. I used to think, why couldn't I grow up in a family that always said I love you and gave hugs every time they saw each other? How did I not see the signs? Was I that desperate to be loved that I ignored the red flags? And what made me believe that this is all I deserved? And honestly, I stayed in painful situations longer than I should have. Relationships, jobs, even friendships, because I used to love with endurance. I thought if I just held on tighter, kept forgiving, kept proving my worth, to me that was love, that was loyalty, and it was strength. But what I was really doing, I was abandoning myself. I thought love meant staying, even when it was hurting me. I thought suffering in silence was being noble. But that thought, that belief, kept me stuck, and it also made me bitter. One of the biggest things that helped me shift out of that mindset was learning how to release my judgment. Not just of others, but the judgment at myself. If that's something that you're struggling with too, I created a resource called Letting Go of Judgment. It's a free, short, powerful, step-by-step guide to help you practice more compassion in your healing journey. You can find that link in my description below. Eventually, I had to say, okay, that happened. None of it was fair, and I may have been dealt a crappy hand, but now what? My parents? Well, they were doing the best that they could with what they had. My mom was from Korea, a totally different culture than I was surrounded by. That realization didn't come easy, but it gave me peace and better understanding. I stopped needing my parents to be different, and I began focusing on who I could be despite it. The second sign of victim mentality is your language. Listen to how you speak to yourself. Do you ever say, nothing ever works out for me? Or I'm always getting hurt by people? Or I must not be meant for happiness? Sound familiar? I used to say these exact same things. Heck, I even have proof of them in my journal from 20 years ago. But here's what changed everything. Instead of saying, why me? I started saying, what's this teaching me? How can I learn from this situation or from this person? Life isn't against you. Life is teaching you, and it is refining you. Every obstacle is your training ground for the person that you are becoming. Next, the mind shifts. First, no more why. The truth is that you sometimes may not get the answer of why something happened, but you can choose your next step, which is asking yourself, what's next? Many times we focus on the past and ruminate on why something did not go well and maybe what we could have done better. The past is the past, and all the energy that you put into it will not change the circumstance. Why not focus on what's in front of you and what steps you're going to take to move forward to the next chapter? Stop rehashing what is broken and start imagining what you can start building. The second mind shift is character switching. I love visualizations, so this is a great mind shift exercise. Visualize yourself 5 years from now. You're not stuck, you're not angry, you're not repeating the same patterns. You're free and wise. You're grounded and you are happy. Now imagine that you're reading a book where the main character is going through exactly what you are going through right now. Wouldn't you want her to rise? Would you want her to try something new and get back up and become a warrior? You are that character. You're writing the story of your life because you do create your own reality. The third mind shift is accountability. I ask my coaching clients how they're going to hold themselves accountable, and 99% of the time they tell me that I will hold them accountable when I see them next. Yes, that's true, but I want them to hold themselves accountable. And this one is tough love, but necessary love. You're not responsible for the trauma, but you're responsible for what happens next. You're responsible for your healing. For years, I had no boundaries. I didn't trust myself. I let people make my decisions and walk all over me. And I even waited for them to change, which sometimes never happened. The healing began when I realized that I had a role in staying stuck, not in causing the pain, but repeating the patterns. That's not about guilt. It's about ownership. And ownership is freedom. Because if I have the power to create one outcome, even a painful one, then I have the power to create something better for myself. That is how powerful you are too. So my homework for you is this. 1, practice opposite action. Next time you want to complain, stop. Instead, express 3 things that you're grateful for. They do not have to be grandiose. Perhaps it's, I'm thankful that I'm learning something new right now. Or, I'm grateful to be sitting in a quiet space drinking my coffee. When you want to hide or shut down, speak up. When you want to blame, reflect, what am I gaining by passing judgment? This is a great practice to rewire patterns. Your second homework assignment is to create a victory log. Every night, write down your wins, no matter how small they may be. It could be, I got out of bed without hitting snooze in the alarm. I said no to something that doesn't align with my values. I reached out for support. These tiny moments add up. They're proof that you are moving forward. The third homework assignment is to challenge the why me narrative. Start replacing why me with thank you. This is the start of how you stop being a victim and start becoming a student of life. I'm grateful for this breakup and it taught me to raise my standards. I'm thankful for the layoff because it's given me a chance to do what I'm passionate about. It's not fake positivity, it's choosing empowerment. It's choosing to be a warrior. And if you're ready to take that even deeper, download my free step-by-step guide on letting go of your judgment. I will walk you through practical steps to release blame, shame, and self-criticism so that you can show up with more grace for yourself and others. I know the road isn't easy, but I promise you that if I can do it, someone who lost so much and felt so broken, you can do it too. Thank you so much for watching my video and have a fabulous day.